I almost had a buyer robbed of $350,000. Now, when I say that, I don't mean literally like I did it, but I was the real estate agent in the transaction when this happened. We find this house, we get it under contract. It's a very, very smooth deal. We are getting up to the day of closing. And, if you've ever bought a home before, especially recently, you know that you have to wire funds to the title company before the closing in the state of Michigan here if you want to buy the house and close on time. So he's doing this days in advance, which is super, super on the ball. And he calls me the day before closing and he says, Adam, he's so frustrated. He says, I have been trying to wire my money for days, and every time I do the wire, my bank is flagging the transaction as fraudulent. And I go, that's weird. That's never happened before. Have you tried calling your bank? Have you tried calling the title company to try and work all of this out? And so he's just frustrated. But as we're talking over a couple different phone calls, he says to me, my lender's assistant has really broken English. And right off the bat, I go, your lender's assistant? What? Could you forward me that email? He goes, you're on the email. You're one of the people who communicated with me. And I went, whoa, okay, I really need you to forward me these emails. Can you send me what you're seeing? So he sends me the emails, and sure enough, there was somebody somewhere in the world who was spoofing my email address, the lender, the title company, and had an entire email chain going with my buyer, trying to get him to wire his funds for closing to wherever this person was. And he was paying cash. So this is hundreds of thousands of dollars. And immediately I'm like, oh my God, stop. Call the title company right now. Thank your bank. And good news was that everything closed smoothly. Everybody involved in the transaction, including him, changed their email passwords just to be safe because you never know. Crazy. What's interesting about that, though, is maybe 3 months after all of this transpired, we started noticing that brokerages everywhere were warning people about wire fraud, saying wire fraud is a big problem. It's becoming a big problem. Please make sure you do X, Y, and Z. Title companies stopped emailing wiring instructions. They said everything's going to be done verbally over the phone. And now even to this day, my brokerage has a form included with all of the paperwork warning our clients of wire fraud and what to look out for. We just happened to be one of the first cases, so that wasn't like super well known by everybody. But yeah, it all worked out. He bought the house. He didn't get robbed. It all worked out.